Hi, I am K. Vanmati, MSc MPhil. Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my channel, Max Tutor Vanmati. By following my videos, you can easily get centum in mathematics. Let us now move on to the lesson. Hello students, today we are going to see in 10th Maths Unit 1. That is, this is your last exercise in this Unit 1, exercise 1.6 based on your objective type questions. That is your 1 marks. Let us go on to the exercise. First problem. If n of a cross b equals to 6 and a is equal to 1 comma 3, then n of b will be your x. That is, you have to find n of b value. They have given n of a cross b equal to 6 and a value is 1 comma 2. We have to find n of b value. Okay, from the we already seen in one note, n of a cross b is nothing but your n of a cross n of b. Clear? Here what they have given, n of a cross b they have given as 6. Okay, and n of a we have to find, that is a has two elements 1 comma 2, so n of a value will be your 2. Clear? So 2 into n of b. From this we can find n of b as 6 divide 2, that is 2 going this side will come as in divisions, and when you cancel you will get 3. So n of b is equal to 3. Substituting in the place of n of b, 2 3s are 6, 6. So 6 equal to 6. From this, n of b value is equal to 3 is. Second problem, if n a equal to a comma b comma p and b equal to 2 comma 3, c equal to p q r s, then find n of a union c cross b. This is nothing but this a union c considered as a, and this is your another set b. So first we can find this n of a union c, that is a union c we can find. A union c is nothing but combining this a and b, that is union of a and b. Then we can write it as a comma b comma p comma q comma r comma s. Clear? A and b we are writing it as union. Okay, next we need n of a union c, that is this here n of a n of b, no, so we can write it as n of a union c cross n of b. This can be written as like this, like your first problem, that is your first 1 mark. Okay, so n of a union c is nothing but 1 2 3 4 5 6 elements, and n of b is nothing but 1 and 2 elements. So from this we can write n of a union c cross b is equal to 6 into 12, which is nothing but 6 into 2, which is nothing but your answer is 12. Clear? We can move on to third 1 mark. Third problem, if a is equal to 1 comma 2 and b is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 and c is equal to 5 comma 6, d is equal to 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8, then state which of the following statement is true. They have given 4 options in your textbook. I have taken just 2, that is one is your right and one is your wrong. By using understanding this, you can solve that too also. First, what they have given the option is a cross c is a subset of b cross d and a cross b is a subset of a cross d. So we have to check whether this is right or this is right. That is your question. Okay, first in these 4 elements we can find, that is a cross c, b cross d, a cross b, a cross d. Clear? So we are going to find this Cartesian products. Okay, a cross c is nothing but a and c. Then you will get 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6, 2 comma 5, 2 comma 6. Okay, this is your a cross c. Next, b cross d, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6, 1 comma 7, 1 comma 8. Similarly, 2 comma 5, 2 comma 6, 2 comma 7, 2 comma 8, 3, 2 comma 8, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, 3, 8, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 8. Clear? This is your B cross D. And next is your A cross B. A cross B is nothing but A and B. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. Clear? This is your A cross B. Next is your A cross D. Okay? A and D. So you'll get 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8. Similarly, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8. Up to this you are clear? Next, okay. First is your A cross C and B cross D. So first we are going to check these two. Okay, here what they have given us, A cross C is a subset of B cross D. That is, these elements should be in B cross D. That is the meaning of subset. Okay, we can check whether 1, 5 is there. Yeah, it's there. Next 1, 6 is 2, 5, then 2, 6. So from this we can say this option is right. Okay, next we are going to check A cross B and A cross D. So first we can see these elements are there in A cross D or not. 1, 1 not here. 1, 2 not here. 1, 3 not here. 1, 4 not here. Similarly 2, 1 no. 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, so no element is presented in A cross D. So we can say from this is not a right answer. Only this statement is true and this statement is false. Okay, this is your answer. Clear? Next we can move on to the fourth one mark. Fourth problem. If there are 1024 relations from a set A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to a set B, then the number of elements in B is, that is what they have given. There are 1024 relations are there from set A to B, and the set A elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to a set B. Then we have to find the number of elements in B. Okay, for this we are going to assume that we are going to take n of A for this element, that is number of elements in A, which is here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements are there. So take this value as P. Clear? And the number of relations from A to B is 1024. No. So we are going to take 2 power 5 into Q. Okay, that is 2 power n of A into n of B will come. Like this you will see in one note. That is, here we are taking as n of A as 5, that is your P value, and n of B what we are going to find is your Q value. So we are writing as 2 power 5Q. Clear? Which is equal to 1024. Okay, now 2 power 5 is nothing but your 32. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 32 power Q, which is equal to, and this 1024 can be written as 32 square, that is 32 into 32, you will get 1024. Okay, here base are equal, then we can equate the powers also, which implies Q is your 2, that is Q is nothing but your n of B, which implies number of elements in B is 2. Clear? This is the answer. Next we can go on to the fifth problem. Fifth problem, the range of the relation R is equal to x comma x square such that x is a prime number less than 13 is, that is, we are going to find the range of this relation. What they have given the x values as, that is your domain values as x comma x square, x is a prime number less than 13. So prime number less than 13 means we will get 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. These are the prime numbers which are less than 13. Okay, this will be your domain. Now we are going to find the range values. So range is written as x comma x square. So these are your x values. Then x square, that is your range values will be your x square. So squaring these values you will get your range. 2 square is your 4. 3 square 9. 5 square 25. 7 square 49. 11 square 121. Clear? This is your range of this relation. Okay, by using this condition we are finding this range value. Next we can move on to the sixth problem. This is your sixth problem. If the ordered pairs a plus 2 comma 4 and 5 comma 2a minus b are equal, then a comma b is, that is these two values are equal there, that is these two ordered pairs are equal by the given question. Then from this we are going to find the value a comma b. Okay, so this is equal to this, like that we have to assume. Then this value will be equal to 5 and this 4 will be equal to 2a minus 4. So by equating this we get a plus 2 equal to 5 and 2a minus b is equal to your 4. Clear? Because in the given question itself the ordered pairs are equal, they have mentioned. So we are equating like this. Then from this you can get the answer. A is equal to 5 minus 2 and a is equal to 3. Similarly 2a minus b equal to 4. Okay, so substituting this a value here you get 2 into 3 minus b equal to 4. From this you get 2 3s are 6 minus b equal to 4. So taking b on that side and 4 on this side you get 6 minus 4 equal to b. Therefore b is equal to minus 2. So your a comma b value is 3 comma minus 2. Clear? Next let us see the seventh problem. Seventh problem. Let n of a equal to m and n of b equal to n, then the total number of non-empty relations that can be defined from a to b is, that is n of a value they have given as m and n of b values they have given as n. We are going to find the total number of non-empty relations that can be defined from this a to b, that is your 2 power. In second problem we have seen this 2 power n of a into 2 power n of b. So this can be written here as 2 power n of a is your m and n of b is your n, 2 power mn. This is the solution for this problem. Okay, next problem. This is your eighth problem. Today this is your last problem. Okay, if a comma 8 comma 6 comma b represents an identity function, then the value of a and b are, that is these values, that is a comma 8 and 6 comma b represents an identity function. Then we are going to find the values of a and b, that is nothing but a comma 8 6 comma b. From the identity function we can write this is your a value and this is your b value, that is a is equal to 8 and b is equal to 6. These are the values of a and b. Remaining problems we can see in next video. If you like my video, then you share it with your friends and subscribe my video. Thank you.
Dear students, I hope you all clear about today's video. If you have any queries, comment me in the comment box. If you like this video, then press like and share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Meet you soon in next video.